All right, folks, I'm back with another one. It's Will here again. Thank you for riding along with me. So, why do I make these videos in the car? Well, I'll tell you. I live in California, sunny California. And for about 8 years, I lived. So I came out to California when I was in 2012, right? And up until 2021, from 13 to 21, I lived in El Cajon, and then I moved to Santee, still in San Diego County. And then in May 1st of 22, I moved out to Riverside County, but Southern Riverside County, if they even call it that, in Murrieta, California. But I still work in National City, which is in San Diego County, on a naval base, on a ship. So that drive is about an hour and 5 minutes with no traffic. Now, when you add and sprinkle Salt Bay a few thousand cars on the road between home and work, that's going to leave you with an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of a drive sometimes. And one might say, that's too long of a drive. Well, I used to say that for years. When I was stationed in Florida and people were living 30 minutes away, I was like, are you crazy? 30 minutes? That's an hour a day. I can do math. So I make sure I always have some agua, some liquid IV. Hit the gym this morning. All right, getting to the point though. So what this video is really about is time management, right? So I made a video previously about controlling what you can, or worrying about what you can control, and posturing yourself against an attack from anything else, or just being vigilant about the rest, but not really complaining and being so concerned about it. Watch this. A tornado's coming down your street, ripping up everything, looking angry. Are you going to sit there worrying, biting your nails, or are you going down to the basement if you have one? Let's say you have one. You're going to the basement. You're going to take action. You're going to posture yourself against that tornado, right? So we know what to do when it's a natural disaster. We're going to get moving, climbing, ducking, dodging, hiding, doing whatever we need to do to escape danger, or at least attempting to. So, okay. So Murrieta to National City, and then reverse course. And then, I also take my daughters to school, and that's a long drive to there and home. Anyway, it's 73 miles in an hour. So what would I be doing? Do I listen to music the whole way? Do I play games on the phone, which is pretty darn dangerous? And some people do it. Do I sit there like putting on makeup? I don't know why chicks always put on, when they put on eyeliner or whatever it's called, they always got their mouth open. I don't get it, but whatever. Shaving, driving, all kinds of crazy, brushing their teeth. I've seen it all. But no, what I usually did was I would put on a video on YouTube, and I'm not watching it, I'm listening to it. And I'm gleaning. Now, these aren't just any old videos. I would put on a video 9 times out of 10. It's gonna be a video from the channel Earn Your Leisure. Troy and Rashad, they make amazing content. Money Market Mondays with Ian Dunlap, the master investor, listening to what's going on with the market. And I learned a lot about how to invest with them. I was just guessing before I met them. Did pretty well too. I 3x my money without ever studying about it. I just started it on my own in the year of our COVID, 2020. But the market was booming for certain stocks. For other ones, they killed them. They didn't come back. Rest in peace to Hertz. Even though they did restructure with Teslas, and they're trying to make a comeback now. But either way, so I was listening to like Dave Shan's Social Proof podcast. I would listen to, mostly it was Earn Your Leisure though, and the guests that come on. I've listened to Wall Street Trapper, break down REITs, all kinds of stuff on the way home. So I've been getting very smart on investing and business ventures, on real estate, on developing all kinds of stuff. And I've seen people come on this show time and time again, didn't know what they wanted to do, or they did know what they want to do, but they figured it was going to cost too much, and they go for it. They either quit their job or keep their job, and they're down to their last dime, and they went to this course and learned how to do it. They took a chance, and there's a resounding theme with most of the people who come on the show, and that is there was no plan B. And I was like, but I thought to myself, wasn't I taught my whole life that it's great to have lots of choices? It's great to be marketable. Well, it's great to be marketable. If you are in job or career mode, it is great to be marketable. Be as marketable as you can be. So if you get a degree in business management, very marketable degree, doesn't pigeonhole you into one niche or one concentration. But if you get a degree in underwater basket weaving, well, you're pretty pigeonholed. You have a scuba tank, some gear, and get ready with the basket weave. Anyway, so I always listen to these folks come on here, and I'm always gleaning, what can I learn from their situation? So I learned the word entrepreneur is a buzzword, and a lot of people want to say I'm that, and a lot of them want to quit their jobs, and they want to run for entrepreneurship as fast as humanly possible, faster than what's humanly possible. But then I saw Storm Leroy and Jamal King, and they're both 9-to-5 millionaires. Jamal King was a police officer in the city of Chicago, and Storm Leroy was, I think he worked at Verizon. I hope I'm not butchering it. But I did watch, and it's a shame because I did watch those videos a multitude of times, because there's a lot of content jam-packed in those episodes. But so I figure, okay, how do I do this? So I am active duty Navy, and I'm enlisted. I'll just say it. I'm a Navy chief, so I'm an E7. And Navy Chief, Navy Pride. All right, so that I heard. I found another guy. His name is Carter Cofield. He's a CPA. And he said something that stuck with me. It was him or one of the two guys he works with. And they're on a channel called Melanin Money. Look, don't judge me. I found him, and that's the channel he was on, so whatever. I just Googled Carter Cofield because he was on Social Proof Podcast, and that's the channel that came up. That's what they're on. Who cares about the name? I don't care. That's not what I'm here to talk about. So he said, or one of them said, people are always talking about different streams of income, different streams of income. Any of these buzzwords or buzz phrases, people love to jump on. But realistically, different streams of income come with different streams of hustle, or different amounts of hustle, or different amounts of attention. And you only have $1 worth of attention, so how are you going to do it all? So I thought to myself, well, I'm a Navy chief, and I earn over $100,000 a year. Not all of it's taxed. So that's even better. So that, he said instead of chasing different streams of income, focus on turning one of them into a waterfall. And I thought to myself, well, I've been doing this for 15 years. I'm an air traffic controller in the Navy, 15 years now. Well, this one's a waterfall. Because if you think about it, if you created 4 different streams of income, right? And you can turn all of them to a waterfall, all of them earning $100,000 a year. That's $400,000. That's life-changing money. That's like probably the top 2% of earners in the world. It's not NBA money, but most people will never make NBA money. Most people will never see $400,000 if only 10% of people make, $100,000 a year. Yeah, most people are not going to see that kind of money. But anyway, so I said, well, I succeeded. I got one waterfall, and I have several streams. Now, which stream can I focus on and turn it into a waterfall? And then I thought about it. Dave Shands is always talking about podcasting. Anybody can do a podcast. Make a podcast, and it's not a race. It's a marathon. Or I should say, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon, because marathons are races. Races, not racist. Wow, you gotta watch what you say. But either way, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. A podcast delivers content to people from folks that, if they watch them on a regular basis, they relate with, I guess. Like if you didn't like Joe Rogan, you wouldn't watch him. But if he's relatable to you, then you watch him. Then you have so the way a comedian wins the crowd. They could throw the funniest joke. And if you listen to Steve Harvey talk, he talks a lot about this. He had different humor. If he was dealing with a mostly Caucasian audience, he made different jokes for them than he would with a black audience, right? So know where you're at and learn to relate to them first. That's how you win your crowd. Any salesman will tell you that's how you make a sale. Well, either way, I thought about it and I said, I could make videos. I could do this. I just turned on the camera because I have a whole hour and a half. When it's at its worst, 2 hours. What could I do in 2 hours? I'm going to make another video about like weekly time management or daily time management, but this is what I'm going to do. Be in the car, teaching, talking, vlogging, whatever you want to call it. So welcome to my channel. I'll see you in the next one.